How much is money?
It's nothing.
Ballin'.
Alapa.
Premium or nothing.
And them or nothing.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know. Hey.
Undisputed. Unopposed. Luxury or nothing. Money is talking. Money is talking. Blessings on blessings. Forget what I know them, yes. Agbabola. How much is money?
It's nothing.
Ballin'.
Alapa.
Premium or nothing.
And them or nothing.
Now you know. Now you know.
Now you know. Better know. Better know.
Like I said, we're welcome officially, but we all rise to have the national anthem so that we can move on with the rest of the event.
Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. Through hand or through our children, a banner without stain.
Great woman. We're talking about Professor Simbini from the NISA. You're welcome back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the program is going to be broken down, but then before we do that, I'd like to introduce to us our special speaker, young, vibrant, beautiful, very, very attractive, and ready to give us all we need to help us. I'm talking about no other person than the CEO, Decora Vocational Limited, Mrs. Aminat Aderayo and Neoman Shao. Please a round of applause for her. All right, you can guess from the team. You know who is you know those who are our hosts. We're talking about the great women who have been built from ground. I'm talking about no other set of people than the Be More. Be more. Be more. Be more.
Fire, baby.
Be more. Be more. Be more. All right, those are those people, great women and wonderful people. Our chief host, ladies and gentlemen, she's just been introduced. A young, vibrant mother, a grandmother, a boxer, a karate, I think she does all. They call her all kinds of names, and those names stick with her because she came from heaven with it. She's Mama Bimo, Mama Solayo, Mama Tennis. You are not clapping your hands. Oh girl. Mama Breaker, the youngest of all. Taekwondo, boxing, everything that you want to know. Ladies and gentlemen, she's very young at heart. She loves to make sure she fights for women. She's always there at all times doing all she. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to all, by a way of sound hand clap, welcome Her Excellency Dr. Betty Akeredolu.
Fire, baby.
Founder of Before, and the reason why we are here today. He said, we're not clapping, I can't feel you clap. Be more. Thank you very much. Manager, who's going to give us a welcome address. I'm talking about no other person than Miss Chiamaka Uwa Zuriki. Please a round of applause for her. Very beautiful, young, vibrant. She has already come on smile. She's laughing.
Thank you very much. Be more. Be more. Be more. Good morning, everybody. It's a a great pleasure, it's a great delight to welcome you all to BMO's International Women's Day celebration. Today, we're gathered from different corners of the world, united by a common cause to celebrate the strength, resilience, and brilliance of women and young girls everywhere. This year's theme, Accelerate Action, reminds us that the fight for gender equality is far from over. It challenges us to break down barriers, uplift one another, and ensure that no woman or girl is left behind. As we move forward with today's program, remember, please do remember, that we are not just women of today, we are the architects of a more just, inclusive, and powerful tomorrow. Once again, I welcome you to our International Women's Day celebration. So let's be more, let's take up initiative, and let's build the future we deserve. Thank you.
My people say sweet soup no dey take. Just throw the Maggi, put salt. Everybody. At this point in time, I'd like to introduce to him. He'll come around and then introduce the speaker to us. And then read our biography, our profile. I'm talking about the COO of Brecan. No other person than Mr. From let them know. Please, a round of applause for him. Be clapping this time for
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, distinguished members of the High Table. Still morning, good morning. Good morning, students. Good morning, what do you call Bimoites? Good morning, Bimo girls and mamas. All right, it is my pleasure this morning to read the brief profile of our guest speaker, Ms. Aminat Aderayo Animashaun. Aminat Aderayo Animashaun is a crafter that set up a fashion brand, Derayo, dedicated to telling African story through integrating its unique designs into everyday wears using fabric waste. She has 18 years experience in manufacturing of innovative shoes, bags, and fashion accessories made in Nigeria and loved by the world. Who trains youth on 28 vocational skills for free and have trained 9,370 in Ibadan, Oyo State. Her story was published by UNESCO in Kindness Matters book in 2021. One of the most kind personality in the world representing Nigeria due to her youth empowerment programs in her community, Ibadan, Oyo State. She received World Master in Art and Craft from South Korea, the first Nigerian crafter to be awarded World Master. Animashaun Aminat Aderayo holds a bachelor's degree in entrepreneurial and business management from National Open University. She studied diploma in marketing from Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agoiwoye, Ogun State. Studied French and have DELF certificate. She was privileged to be selected among the top 50 women in business in Nigeria. Women times 11, sponsored by World Bank to study entrepreneurial management at Enterprise Development Center, EDC, Lagos. Lagos Business School. She was selected in year 2002 for excellence in fashion and style representing Oyo State. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome Animashaun Aminat, who is driven by reducing the rate of unemployment in Nigeria. She is our guest speaker for today, and she'll be speaking to us on the topic, Dream Big, Start Now, Turning Your Passion into a Future Career.
Good morning, everybody. 19 years back, I decided to go and learn shoemaking. It wasn't that I just wake up and just decided I want to learn shoemaking. I was more or less like, okay, I need to do something. I don't like sitting down. I've studied marketing from Olabisi Onabanjo University. I can't do anything with that. What else can I do? I was just being inquisitive. And then I started looking around, searching for companies that have products that can help them to market. Because my dad was a marketer, and I wanted to be a marketer. I lost my dad at the age of 8. So I was hoping that I'll be that marketer. So I approached different companies, and then they said, okay, fine, since you're going to be an independent marketer, these are products, these are our rates, you sell it at this price and you have your commission. And I I was at the age 23 years old. Then I was excited. At least I can make income to survive. That is, I was at the survival mode, and also do the profession that my dad is already doing, and take it up. But it was going on smoothly. But then by the time I do the marketing, going on around, spending money, transport and all, I realized that by the time I get one customer to buy the product, it's either by the time I want to link both of them together, maybe the product is already off the market. And I was also having some pressure from the men because I was young, I was fine, asking me out because before I could get another opportunity. I thought this is not what I want to become, this is not what I want to do for my life. I want to, let me decide, let me have a product. That was what pushed me. And then I love shoes. I'm like, let me go and learn how to make shoes. So that is where the passion. Unfortunately, in 2012, I kept looking at the London School of Fashion from 2007 till 2012, and I still know that I can't afford it. That was when I heard a friend, it was even a customer, her name is Linda. She told me that Nigeria National Open University have a course that I can do part-time. I'm like, and I just signed up, and that was how I started. I went back to school, and then it was as if I learned a skill, and then what I was studying entrepreneur business management, what we're teaching in school is how to set up your factory, your inventory, accounting, branding, and all the risk management. So it was just like more or less I'm practicing what I'm learning. So it was easy for me to pass in school, doing my own production. And from that room, that was where I was able to set up. I had 5 different stores in Ibadan. I had a store in Aleshinoye Market. I had a mini space where I'm supplying to at Ventura Mall then. 5 different stores in Lagos. From that small room, we moved to, I begged my uncle again, we moved to 1 room, and then we moved to 3 rooms in that building. And it got to a point like, oh, you just said I should pack out. So that means we're doing something right. So I want to please encourage us today, and I also want to inspire you that irrespective of where you are, your background, your circumstance right now, you can be whoever you want to be. The first thing you need to do is, in the next 15 years, how do you see yourself? From there, you started having answers. What are the things you need to do? Your routine, what are the things you need to do daily? It's when you do those things, what you're doing daily, you keep doing them and you do them better. That is how it is. There's no, you're going to hammer in the next, I'll have one, everything will just be set. No, life is not like that. You have to strive. You have to make that decision that you want to make it. And then not only making it, succeeding. And succeeding doesn't mean that, okay, I want to have so money in my bank account. It doesn't have anything to do with money. But then, what do you want to be in the next few years? Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency and ladies. I also welcome all the young girls that are here. I would like to thank our guest speaker for her talk. I'm really I was very excited listening to you. Young ladies, the whole point of today is that in 10 years' time, you will have to be standing on your own. And the question is, what can you do more than what you plan? You know, life is not, you may not know, but I'm telling you, life is never a straight journey. You can tell yourself that I would like to be a teacher. I would like to be this. There must be options. What else can I do if things don't turn out the other way? As I am here, they call me professor. Okay, there's no other rank after that. But in another field, there is rank. Life is about learning.
Stay here. Oh yeah. Carry your people anywhere. You can go to the garden. I mean, just with your group, just talk to yourselves. Or you take your books. Please don't be long. 10 minutes. So under 10 minutes, you should have said something about 500,000 things together.
We will change the world. In
to bring up the right change. We more girls are ready and we are working hard cause Mogele can change the world. Wait till we talk.
Mogele can change the world.
Be more.
Mogele can change the world.
Happy International Women's Day.
Mogele can
In many other skills, people feel like in engineering that it's not for girls, that it's only for boys, that we girls are too weak to carry motor parts, carry engines, that we don't have the strength, we don't have the brain, and we don't have the courage to do things like that. And in architecture, people feel like girls cannot design. We can be taught that we should be more. We should think big and we should take actions and not just stay there that we are just girls. Girls should not do things around the community, that it's only boys, that things are just for boys, like engineering are just for boys, that we girls can also take action.
We accelerate action for gender equality.
Okay. Thank you very much, and round of applause for that.
Yes, and do this side. Yes. Around this side. Yes. Support your armpits. Yes. Press.
For discharge. So that's how we do our breast self-examination. Thank you.
Accelerate action for gender equality.
Have a particular cause. Science has not been able to give us one major cause and say this is the cause of breast cancer. We have the things that we refer to as risk factors. These are the things that if you are exposed to them, they can predispose you to coming down with cancer. So if we want to prevent them, we should make sure that we see what we can do about these risk factors. Are you following? Now these risk factors are divided into two. How many? How many? They are divided into two. I'm going to ask you a question. They are divided into two. We have the modifiable risk factors. Modifiable risk factors. And we have the unmodifiable risk factors. So when you say something is modifiable, it means that thing can be changed. It means you can work on it. It means you can decide not to do that again. And when you say something is non-modifiable, it means you have no control over that thing. That is why we say it is non-modifiable. So let's start with the non-modifiable risk factors of breast cancer. Number one is what? Gender. What do we mean by gender? That is being a woman. As long as you're a woman, you have your two pair of beautiful breasts, those breasts are at risk. And there is nothing you can do about it, right? That is why we say it's non-modifiable risk factors. Another factor is age. Of course, as people are growing in age, they are advancing in age, we are also susceptible to different types of cancer, just like in men. Once they start hitting 40, 50, 60, we start talking about prostate cancer because it is age specific. So as you are getting older, cancer can begin to occur. Even these days we have childhood cancers as well, but we are talking about breast cancer now. So this is age and there is nothing we can do about it, right? Because we all want to grow old. So it is a non-modifiable risk factor. Another non-modifiable risk factor is genetics. If it's in the family line, that is where there's been a deformity, how do you call it now? You know, before the cells to start sending those signals, it could be from the genes.
we were able to put together, and the way she presented it, very relatable, very, very connected to what we need to do. Because what we need to do is, like I said, two things. Plant action. Self-worthiness. Self-awareness. We want our girl children or our daughters to be self-aware that they are somebody. You know, when you are aware of that, you are capable of doing anything. Number two is to make our young girls productive, mature into womanhood, knowing that they can be productive, guide them in their career choices. That's why in the more we have an array of courses, entrepreneurial, whatever. So even though the main pillars are ICT and solar, of course we're in the world of technology, we're in the digital world. And I do believe that technology is gender neutral. Everybody can do it. So long as you have that belief in yourself, and of course it requires matter of the day. The purpose today is International Women's Day, and we are gathered here and we are aware that the theme is accelerate action. Accelerate action. And what that means, when they say accelerate, it means that you are crawling. Isn't it? It's an action word. It's like move. It's like you're darling. So we are being reminded this year that we should move faster and faster. I had another topic, right? For today's event, but the happenings at the National Assembly made me change my mind. And I want to speak my truth because what I'm going to present will go beyond this gathering. It's going to touch the entire country and beyond. I know you're young, but some of you could also be curious to know what is happening. Who is aware that one of the senators had been suspended at the National Assembly? Have you heard of Senator Natasha? If you have heard of her, raise up your hand. Okay? Okay. Some of us. Senator Natasha is a senator representing Kogi Central. You know that each state has 3 senators representing their state. And if you want to calculate, you're going to have 109 senators representing the states in the federation. Does anyone know how many women are there? Anybody know? That's a teacher. It's okay, no problem, no problem. Please, after this is International Women's Day. When you talk of women, we are talking about the mamas, the grandmas, and the girls. So please, pardon, it's fine. We have 4 female senators out of 109, which means women are just 4 and men are 105. So that sounds good. Please speak up. more women in the Senate, House of Rep, and National Assembly. If we had more women, they couldn't have had the number to suspend her. I'm not going to go into details, but it's just for you to know what is happening. That out of 4 women we have in the Senate, what do you say to Yoruba? As a woman that advocates for the advancement of girls and women, I'm not happy. It's a pain. Having that belief of self-worthiness. No, these are the mothers. Nobody can tell them anything. Let me know you say. These girls, you cannot mess with these girls, I can assure you. That confidence of self-worth, that confidence that I can do stuff, no, you can't take it away from them. And that is the only way we can change this narrative, starting with you. Now that you're so young, when nobody had told you you can't do this, you can't do that. Because there's a time we get trouble with the age, you can't do this. It's for women. When you pass through the mall, nobody can tell you you can't do this. First of all, you ask them why. You will be bold enough to say why. So, as you are all in secondary school, education is very, very critical. Very, very critical. You have to take your education seriously. Those that were asked to be doctor, you this, do that, is a phase. By the time you face the world, you begin to be sure of what you really want to become. And the cocoa is the ability to be productive and earn income, to become financially independent. Because while we witness so much oppression in homes, in marriages, is this dependence, one depending 100% on the man. Owata, that meet your daddy. Owo exercise, meet your daddy. Fashion Christmas, meet your daddy. Men, their body will scatter. You say this woman will. And that is the problem. The man becomes irritated. Asking. Wouldn't it be nice that you two, you're making your own money and then respect women who are productive? They lighten their financial burden in running the house. And I want all of you to have it. Anybody that told you that you'll be a housewife, the person is not wishing you well. So just like we said, accelerate action. Let us also go to work and begin to think how these things can be possible. Today, I said that we should go to work and begin to figure out how we can change the narrative, that situation of Nigerian women. So the work starts today. It's the best work that can be done. Not future, not some years to come. Now, by the time you get home, all the things, messages you've heard, you begin to give them deep thought. What can I do to become a better person?
Taekwondo, if you try me, I go break your neck.
Photograph. And after that, we wish you a safe journey as you all go back home. So Mrs. Kimechi, you're welcome. Please a round of applause for her.
I stand on the existing protocol And you can agree with me that this is a very impactful gathering. And our special thanks goes to the founder, Dr. Chief Betty Anamu Akeredolu, for this wonderful educative gathering.
Yeah, stuff to do, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good boy.
Easy na me, take it things easy. Catch some cruise to my cheese. You spoke one for days. Come on for the body, know the breathe. Put on your shoe, make it stand at this. All your sorrow, make it dance them free. If you know be kalala, yeah. If you know be kalala, go to the Fuji. One my joke, ijogo, yeah. Ijogo, yeah. What you want, my jojo? Ijogo, yeah. When you my jojo, yeah. And if you know be kalala, go to the Fuji. Odupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming, only early in the morning. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Oluwa, yeah. Joy is coming, only early in the morning. Open never. Do what you wanna do. I want to be shining all day. Yeah. Come on for the body, know the breathe. Put on your shoe, make it stand at this. All your sorrow, make it dance them free. If you know be kalala, yeah. If you know be kalala, go to the Fuji. One man jogo, ijogo, yeah.